Good evening. You guys receive your direction in the dressing room. You guys recibiste instrucciones atrás. I'm reminding you to protect yourself at all times and to obey my commands at all times. Protégese en todo tiempo y obedézcame, okay? Okay, suerte.
6th-round featherweight bout between Ochoa and Guzman. Ochoa, the native of Fresno, his last 2 fights have been here at the Save Mart Center. His last one was actually on the undercard of Jose Ramirez, Antonio Orozco. And Ochoa, a kid who came up in the Fresno Police Department Athletic League. So a lot of support here at the Save Mart Center as he takes on the Mexican Jesus Guzman in his 10th fight of his career. Guzman with the silver trim around his black trunks, the solid black for Ochoa.
After watching Ochoa a couple times, I think we was here twice before.
Yep.
Ochoa, he'll take a couple shots to give off a couple shots. He like to stay close too.
He's coming off a knockout victory against Elliot De Jesus here in this building. Fought 3 times last year, did Ochoa. His 2nd year as a professional. You see Fresno on the back of his trunks, pandering to the hometown crowd. Nothing wrong with that.
Oh, yeah.
Guzman, the native of Tijuana, Mexico. He's coming off a TKO win in his last fight, albeit against an opponent who was 0-12 in his career, and Adalberto Santos. You see early Guzman getting inside, a little wild with those punches.
Yeah, Guzman, he's not scared to get in there. Not scared to trade punches.
Ochoa finds a straight left, and now a right.
You might see Ochoa switch here in a little bit. He likes to switch back and forth.
Good left hand by Ochoa. Catches Guzman right on the chin.
And Ochoa told me he just had such a great training camp, training with Robert Garcia. And right now that gym is, they have about 4 fighters in there that were getting ready for world title fights at the same time. So they've just had that energy, the type of sparring you get. He stayed at the camp house and had a great nutritionist, so cutting weight was easy this time. So he said everything just came together on point, and I expect to deliver a spectacular performance tonight. So let's see if he can deliver on what he promised.
Oh, and I have to imagine being around so many world championship caliber fighters in your camp only helps you and gets you more comfortable. You got to have a ton of confidence coming into the ring.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously Robert Garcia is training Jose Ramirez for this fight. He had Abner Mares getting ready for a fight against Gervonta Davis before the injury. He had Jose Lopez getting ready to go against Thurman. He's got Mikey Garcia getting ready to go against Errol Spence. So yeah, they gotta. It's a lot for these young guys, to look up to and to see how these guys work, and it could boost the confidence of a young fighter.
He could take a little bit from either one of them and bring it here tonight.
Guzman got popped a couple times by Ochoa, and that aggressiveness is kind of.
If you look at it, he kind of fight like Mikey Garcia a little bit.
Ochoa?
Yeah, Ochoa.
Well,
and Mikey can fight, orthodox and southpaw as well. So although Ochoa is a southpaw, I can see where you get that look, and that's a big compliment because Mikey's a hell of a fighter.
See, Mikey liked to punch it on the inside. Ochoa punching on the inside. He just need to move his head a little bit.
Good job by Ochoa midway through the round, finding that timing. And as I was saying, Guzman, who was very aggressive in that opening minute, got popped a few times and then backed off a little bit. And Ochoa started to really take control there in round number 1. We are leading up. Take a look at some of the shots from Ochoa there in round number 1. Good defense as well. Leading up to tonight's main event, Jose Zepada and Jose Ramirez. In the co-main event, the WBC Continental Americas title and the WBO Intercontinental title at the super lightweight division between Hiroki Okada and Raimundo Beltran. That will be just before the Zepada-Ramirez fight. That's going to be an interesting fight, the Okada-Beltran fight. And we've seen Okada, coming off. He's a native of Japan, 13 KOs in his career. His last fight was his first fight in the U.S. Wasn't too thrilled with his performance, looking to make a little bit more of a name for himself tonight against Beltran.
Yeah, and that's a tall task against a former world champion and a guy that just is never not in an entertaining fight as Ray Beltran. Just his style, it's fan friendly, it's aggressive, and you know, Bomac, you and I were talking about that when we were, you know, eating before. That you think that Beltran Okada fight's really going to be a good one on the card, the co-main event.
Yeah.
There was a slip there for Guzman.
No knockdown.
Well, if you look at Ray, you know, all the different changes that he made coming up to this fight.
Yeah.
You know, he's high right now. He's high on his career right now. He wants to get back into that championship level. And this is one of the things he must do. Fight an undefeated, young, hungry guy.
So Beltran coming off the first loss.
Oh.
Excuse me, a loss in his last fight. Parted ways with his longtime trainer. Isidro Ochoa here in round number 2 against Jesus Guzman. And Ochoa seems to be really in control. Hasn't been phased at all by anything that Guzman's thrown at him.
I like his demeanor. You see Guzman, look at Guzman. He's got that look on his face like, I'm going to knock you out every punch that I throw. Ochoa just nice, calm, cool, and collect, and just picking his shots.
I was going to say, Guzman was pretty hyped coming into the ring here.
Well, yeah. I mean,
got that swing bout. He's ready to go.
Yeah, his U.S. debut. You know, he's fighting in his opponent's backyard, so he's trying to bring it.
We talked about a long layoff in our last fight for Joel Diaz. You know, Guzman, he's only 22. This will be his 10th fight, but 7 of his 9 fights came between 2015 and 2016. So he's really slowed down in terms of the amount of fights per year since 2016. So at least energy-wise, Guzman doesn't seem to be fazed by that. But in terms of where he's at in the ring versus Ochoa, so far Ochoa outclassing him in the first couple of rounds.
And landing a couple good uppercuts on the inside, too, throwing that into the mix.
The patience of Ochoa, the patience that he got in there is just remarkable. At a young age, he's going to be very, very good when he get further into his career.
Good straight left there for the 21-year-old Ochoa. 30 seconds to go in round number 2. We've seen Guzman slip a couple times here in this round. Guzman leaving himself open, charging forward. Ochoa, that patience that Bomac just talked about.
And that timing, the timing with it is giving Guzman some problems, along with the turn.
Let him go. Let him go.
End of round number 2 here in Fresno between Ochoa and Guzman. Ready for round number 3 in our swing bout, the featherweight matchup between Isidro Ochoa and Jesus Guzman. 6 rounds scheduled for this fight, and Ochoa having good command in rounds 1 and 2 so far. And we've really talked about Ochoa, Christina, really showing more maturity than his age and experience would suggest.
And training alongside world champions and top-notch fighters, and having a great trainer in a corner like Robert Garcia will do that to you.
Sparring some of those guys too. I'm sure he has done tons of rounds with those world champions in that gym.
Good left hand by Ochoa. Comes right back at Guzman. Guzman. Go ahead, Bomac.
I said I'm sure that Robert Garcia is going to take the film back and take Ochoa back to the gym and correct some of the mistakes he might see.
That's what you get when you work with a high-level trainer like Garcia, and yourself for that matter. Now, how much typically, Bomac, are you, when it comes to training your fighters, are you looking at tape of previous fights? How often?
I look at all of them, man. Yeah, I try to look at all of them, try to see what they do good and see what they, didn't do so well at, and then get back to the gym, and then I just work on that. Work on just trying to make them better, Not trying to change the style, just making them better.
Just picking little things that you see, not overall changes. You see Guzman, a little blood from his nose there. Good body shot.
Blood left to the body.
And comes back with a combination, does Ochoa.
I think he does a great job of throwing multiple punches, especially when it's effective. Back to the body again, the double right hand.
Doing damage to the body of Guzman. Ochoa moving forward.
If y'all see, Ochoa has adjusted to a little bit more to Guzman's style by just standing in there, but his defense is tight.
The
And he's
crowd
letting
in
off
Fresno's
shots.
loving it.
And his hometown fans, you mentioned it, Christina, starting to make some noise as their Fresno kid landing some monster shots here in round number 3. Guzman does have 2 losses in his career, one by way of knockout. But hey, Mexican fighters don't go down easily.
No, they don't. They warriors built for war. Look at Chavez Sr., Chavez Jr. That's probably like the second jab of 2 of them thrown.
Hey, but everything else has been working.
Yeah,
so
power.
typically, we're like, go back to the jab, but those power shots and those body shots have been working.
Good left cross by Ochoa as we near the end of round number 3. Goes back to the body where he had so much success in this round.
I wonder how much longer Guzman's going to stand up to these body shots from Ochoa.
A couple of straight jabs for Ochoa. Another winning round for the 21-year-old from here in Fresno.
Look, so here you go, the body shots. See how he threw it with the left hand first to the head, then he cut to the right, on the right side of Guzman. Another body shot on the left-hand side. Double. Came back up to the head, Ochoa did. And you see how Guzman gets out of there? Hey, they start taking effect on you after that.
Good stuff, all right? Good stuff. Very good. Okay? Got the crowd excited.
If you're in Guzman's corner, what can you tell him how to kind of get away from those body shots that he's been getting tagged with for that whole last round?
I would tell him to stay long. When I mean stay long, use your jab, step around him, because Ochoa, he doesn't have any head movement. He's flat-footed, so his movement might not be that good. Get on your legs, use your jab, up and down, and set up your big shots.
We'll see, and that was kind of the strategy it seemed like in the first round from Guzman, who came out like a ball of fire and has really slowed down since then. And that'll happen when you get tagged with a couple punches like the ones that Ochoa has thrown.
Or when that adrenaline wears off
Yeah,
a little
that's
bit.
true.
You have to start getting hit with a few body shots and a few head shots like that.
Takes the air out of you, literally.
Ochoa goes back to the head, a 2-punch combination. You see Guzman trying to clear the nasal passages. We saw some blood there from the nose in round number 3. Good straight right from Ochoa, goes back to it, working the jab.
Sharp jab, strong jab. Oh,
Left-right combination for Ochoa in the center of the ring as Guzman dances around, unable to get inside.
you hear Robert Garcia. There you go, there you go. Obviously, his pupil is listening to exactly what the teacher is telling him to do.
Stand to the body, going back upstairs to the head, stepping around him after you get done punching. Give him different angles.
Ochoa just continues to split the guard of Guzman.
See, Ochoa
That jab.
He just switched. He switched back.
And when he did switch, Bowman,
Good combination up top for
Like that,
Ochoa.
1, 2, 3.
Robert told him go back to your left. He wants him to stay southpaw. If it's not broke,
Don't fix it, I was just going to say.
stay southpaw, it's working.
Goes right to the sternum with that left and back up top with the left again. Ochoa fully in control. Good combination left-right, right to the chin.
Man, Guzman's tough, though. He's
Guzman
taking some
standing in
shots.
there.
Oh, my goodness, and he's still not backing up.
Ochoa just throwing at will here in his hometown, his third fight in a row at the Save Mart Center. Looking to stay undefeated, 6-0 in his professional career. Been fighting since he was 7 years old here in the Fresno community.
Oh, and you would think with all the body shots Guzman has got hit, he would take Bomac's advice and start moving around, and he just keeps standing right in front of him and coming forward.
Mexican fighter, man, they like to stay in there and brawl.
It's like
Good straight left by Ochoa.
Is the shot starting to take a toll on Guzman yet?
no angles from Guzman at all. It's just up, straight up and down.
Target practice for Ochoa as Guzman retreats to the ropes.
Guzman needs to keep hitting the Ochoa needs to keep hitting the Guzman with shots, combinations.
Head snaps back from Guzman on that last combination by Ochoa. Under 10 seconds here in the 4th round. Ochoa putting on a clinic in his 7th professional fight.
I like the demeanor of Guzman. He's in there. He's in there for
He's not going
long
anywhere.
haul.
Somebody's going to have to take him out. He's not leaving on his own accord. Bomac is a trainer, given what we just saw in that last round. If you are Guzman's trainer as he's taking shots like this, are you watching for a possible corner stoppage in this next round?
Yeah, if he keep taking shots like that, you gotta think twice. You want to save the kid from himself, because he got a warrior's heart, as you can see that.
And it's only a 6-round fight, and we're getting ready to start round 5. So unless you think your fighter's going to go in there, and I mean, who knows? He does have 5 knockouts and his 7 wins. So if he can continue to keep throwing punches, they want to give their guy a chance, because it's not that he doesn't have any knockout power. It's hard to want to stop it.
You can see that he got
He's
some
got
knockouts
heart.
because the heart.
And he's got heart.
Plays. He's not going anywhere. He's going to stay right there.
The thing is, he hasn't connected, Guzman hasn't, with anything significant since the 1st round. I mean, once Ochoa really settled in, it's been all Ochoa since. And to start round number 5, Guzman's in the corner, not a great place to be. Ochoa's corner telling him to stay busy, and busy he stays. Target practice.
Ochoa's trying to stay in the pocket now. He'll take those little shots that Guzman's putting off because they don't have any pop on it anymore. Those body shots that Ochoa's been throwing.
We've seen Ochoa take the best of what Guzman has. And Ochoa has not been phased.
And I like that the referee's kind of letting them work their way out of these little clinches. Of course, as I say that.
Way to go, Christina. Way to
I
go.
think I just had to wake him up a little bit. But no, I mean, it's been a good clean fight between these two. And just fighting in close quarters because Guzman has no lateral movement whatsoever. And the doctor's going to, I think the doctor's stopping.
Yep.
Yep.
Doctor comes in on the far corner to put an end to Jesus Guzman's night. And Isidro Ochoa, a 21-year-old from Fresno, California, remains undefeated, 7-0. Easy work here tonight in his hometown.
Easy in the sense that he was, his efficiency and the way that he was able to land punches. But, I mean, kudos to Guzman for fighting until the doctor stopped it. He never went down. I mean, he was tough, but Ochoa just was a level above tonight.
And it seemed like Robert Garcia's trainer and Ochoa had a very clear game plan coming into it, and they stuck with it the entire fight.
Well, when you got Robert Garcia in the corner, you're going to stick to your game plan because he's going to stay on you. And I like the kid. The kid listens. He listened to the corner. He stuck to the game plan. He stayed close to him. He hit him with big shots.
Worked the body effectively, continued the relentless body attack pretty much from round 2 on until the stoppage. You can tell that this kid is a good listener, is a good student. I'm excited to see more of Isidro Ochoa. I'm sure Fresno is too.
Yeah, absolutely.
I tipped my hat off to Guzman because Guzman, he wasn't going in there. He was going to stay there. He was going to stay there for the long haul.
Lupe Contreras will make it official in the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, the red corner informs referee Ed Collantes their fighter can no longer continue, obligating him to stop this contest with an official time of 1 minute and 18 seconds of the 5th round, declaring the winner by way of technical knockout, still undefeated, from Fresno, California, IGO, Isidro Guadalupe Ochoa.
You hear the Fresno fans rallying behind the hometown kid, Isidro Ochoa, who moves to 7-0 in his 3rd knockout. A victory TKO after the doctor stops the fight.